Hello, this is Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. I'm about 2 hours away from my next maneuver, which is going to be the equalization. I'm going to the capture band. I'm going to orbit myself around Moho, hopefully. Ooh, have I just gone to in space low? No, I've gone through a different Midlands. Yeah, so different biome. So I'm gonna transmit that data. There we go, 56 lines, sweet. And then I'm going to try and remember what I was doing before I so rudely erupted. Well, this is going to happen a bit, so I'm going to get quite a bit of gravity scan data. Let's turn off heat. I think we should be okay for heat just now. So those little bits of science, they do add up. But given that we're going in at more or less an equatorial, it's not going to matter that much. I shouldn't get that many more. I shouldn't get that many more experiments to have to do. So okay, so little time left. 50 odd seconds. Going to do me time warping until about 10 seconds to go. Pointing the right direction. I'm just going to check my heat thing. It's heating up a little bit, never mind. 2, 1, go. No exciting rocket noises, sadly. There's the planet itself. There it is. Look at Moho. Little grey ball. Well, kind of browny grey. But this is going to be an 8-minute burn, and I think sitting here watching me. Where's it gone? Yeah, there we go, sorry. Node burn time, 7 minutes, 39 seconds. I'm going to come back in 7 minutes and 30 odd seconds. See you in a bit. Right, there we go, it's about a minute to go. As you can see, I have been captured, so I'm now in orbit around Moho, hurrah. The orbit I'm going to end up is a bit eccentric, but I can fix that. I don't know whether 28 clicks is going to be in space low. I'd quite like it to be in space low. I guess we're going to see. Heat doesn't seem to be being a problem just yet, so we're leaving that for now. It's all just going to be a case of keeping on the maneuver node as best I can and shutting off when things are in order. Getting a sneaking suspicion that I'm not going to be able to get back. So I may have to decide what I'm going to do about that, if anything. I've got 2000 delta V left, which I do not think is going to be enough to achieve terribly much in terms of getting back to Kerbin. I've actually had some thoughts about maybe instead seeing how low an orbit of the sun I can get into. There you go, that's that maneuver done. Let's do a Sekirui. Let's not land. That's the other possibility, actually, is I try and land, but I very much doubt I've got thrust to weight ratio to handle it. Yeah, thrust to weight ratio is 0.96. Oh, that's interesting. 0.96. I nearly have enough. Thrust to weight ratio. Alright, so I'm going to see how we're... Ooh, here we go. We're now in space. We must be in space low now. So I'm just going to transmit that data. I've got a few minutes before I get to my next burn. So there you go. That is the slightly tessellated looking surface of Moho. Look at that. Apparently I'm coming in over the highlands. Yeah. Burn time of 51 seconds. So I'm gonna add a thing in there. Alarm clock. And I'll get some gravity scans along the way, I suspect. It's rather neat. I mean, I'm getting like 60 odd science each time I do one of those. Which is pretty cool. Science alert is now. I like science alert. How much science am I on now? 483 science. So that's pretty good. Beginning to wonder whether I particularly actually do care about circularizing my orbit at this stage, or have I got as much science as I'm ever going to get from Moho? Well, not from Moho as a whole, but from this particular iteration of Moho. Screenshot. Yeah, this particular Moho Explorer. Is there any more I can get out of it without trying to go into? I'd have to go into like a polar orbit or something. But I'd have to think of something else to do. So I'm gonna do it, and then I'm probably going to go and see if I can't get a low orbit around the sun. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Because if I zoom out a lot, if I can get low above the sun, that is yet more science that I'll be able to get that I wouldn't otherwise be able to get. So I think that might be a fun thing to do. Best to zoom in a bit more. Go see what's happening with my actual craft, and not what I'm thinking about doing later. Another option is to leave it here just in case I get there you go, that'll do. 33 and 35, it's not too bad. Am I likely to get science around Moho contracts? Well, it just says science, give us some science from Moho. But I'm much more likely to get science around the sun contracts. And I suspect if I was going to go for that, I think Moho's going around that way. I want to go prograde here. Is that the right way? Or is that completely the wrong way? That is completely the wrong way. So I actually want to go at essentially midnight. Yeah, and so that brings my sun periapsis down. Zoom in, because that's the only way to get to... Because I've got just over 2,000 delta V left. Oops, going the wrong way. That's not going to get that much, is it? 2025. Which I don't think that's low. I don't think that's in space low above the sun. So if I can't do that, then I might as well just leave it around Moho, because I'm not very much down on getting back. I'm just going to consult my tablet and ask it what in space high counts as, if it tells me. Orbiting Kerbal, maybe that's what I want. Low orbit, less than 1,000 megameters. No, that's not. No, so I'm not going to be able to get in space low. Yeah. Okay, so that's the Kerbal Explorer pretty much done. Only other thing that's worth doing that I might want to do is change to a more polar orbit, so I'd get more biomes and get more science, but that would involve me just sitting here for quite some time. So I think I'm going to declare the Moho Explorer mission done and dusted. So we're going back to the Space Center. And the music's going to get a lot louder. I'm just seeing if we're going to survive. Is the game going to crash? Is the game... Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Ooh, but I'm getting the flickery thing. Good, 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 good. Well, I'm just going to call that a day. I'm going to save that, and then I'm going to quit the main menu. That was a bit horrible. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. You can find Nearly Left Dice at nearlyleftdice.com. You were also on Facebook and Twitter. And until next time, reach for the stars.